Hi everyone! Today we're going to be doing another tag video, and today's tag is started by Alexandria S. I found her because she did my original tag that I made a while back, so I think it's only fitting to return the favor. So here we go. The tag that we're doing today is called the 2019 makeup tag, so I think we should just get straight into the questions. Question number 1. If you had to pick a motto for what you'd like your 2019 makeup life to be like, what would it be? I probably want to say experimental because you guys know I really like to just sit down and have fun with makeup, try new things. Maybe something doesn't work out, maybe it does, you know, play around with fun color combinations, try different techniques, you know, use lipsticks as liners and just do fun things and try out things that I wouldn't normally do. So that is what I would like to continue to do in the next year as well, and I really feel like I'm in a great place to do so because I have learned so much already just since starting YouTube, so I can't wait to see where I'm at the end of next year. Question number 2. What one brand do you expect to come out with something groundbreaking in 2019? Probably Jeffree Star. I mean, if there is any brand that is not afraid to push the boundaries, I want to say it's Jeffree Star. He is not scared to do anything, honestly. And he's such a big brand as well that if he does come out with something crazy, people are gonna know. It's not like if a small indie brand comes out with, you know, like a pizza palette or whatever that he just reviewed, but they got pretty lucky that he reviewed it. But if he hadn't done that, not that many people would probably know about that palette, even though it is pretty groundbreaking, if you will, to have a pizza palette. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it needs to be a really big brand that comes out with something crazy and that it really catches on, because it's tough to make it into mainstream media. So unless you already have a huge following, it's going to be really hard to call anything groundbreaking. Question number 3. What brand do you think will be burnt out in 2019? I've thought about this for a while, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be Kat Von D. I mean, she is on her way down. I feel like everything that she releases goes on sale really quickly. None of her latest releases has really been a hit. There's been a lot of complaints, not just because of, you know, what she's done and who she is as a person, but even just like the quality of the products as well. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I like a lot of Kat Von D products. I love her foundation, I love her lipstick, I like the new palette that she came out with. Do I love it? I don't know if I would say I love it, but I definitely like it and I'm happy I have it. But I really do think that just because of everything that has happened, a lot of people are not buying from Kat Von D anymore, and it just seems like she's kind of running out of ideas, you know? She hasn't really released anything super exciting in a long time. Unless she comes up with something absolutely insane, I really don't think that she's going to make a comeback from this year. Question number 4. Name 3 influencers you think ColourPop will collab with in 2019. See, here's the thing. I just went on ColourPop's site to see like who they had actually collab with, and honestly, the only person that I would have known if it wasn't for the collab was Kathleen Light. So I feel like whoever they end up collabing with, I'm probably just not going to know them because I don't follow influencers that much. I've done so many subscription declutters lately, and I barely watch any big YouTubers anymore. Ever since that video that I did where I told you guys about the people that I was going to unsubscribe from, I've unsubscribed from so many other people as well, and I just find myself constantly wanting to watch smaller YouTubers now, and I don't care about the big influencers. So I feel like even if they were to collab with ColourPop, I wouldn't know who they were. Now, a couple of people that I would love to see collaborate with ColourPop would be Raw Beauty Christy, and I know a lot of people have said her already, but I just feel like she would be such a good fit for the brand. You know, she's so creative, she's so fun, she's so well loved that I think so many people would be into that. Another one I would also love to see collaborate with them is Porcelain. And if you guys don't follow Porcelain, she really likes ColourPop. She's such a sweet girl. I love her so much. I will link her channel up in the cards if you want to check her out if you don't already follow her, but she buys a lot of ColourPop products. She's always been super supportive of them. She talks about them all the time. And I just feel like her aesthetic would go really well with ColourPop. So I really hope that she gets a collaboration with a brand at some point because I really like her. Question number 5. Do you think the 2019 color of the year will be reflected in the makeup world? So I think the color this or next year is going to be coral or something. I haven't really looked into it, but I mean, I feel like there's probably going to be some brand that's going to jump on this bandwagon, and I can mostly see a lot of drugstore brands doing so. I wouldn't be surprised if L'Oreal came out with some kind of coral something palette, you know? I'm not so sure we're going to be seeing it in the high-end brands. Maybe Urban Decay or something will come out with some boring coral palette, who knows? I mean, they've been all over the place lately, so I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm sure we'll probably be seeing a lot of coral lipsticks next summer, but that's really not something new. You know, a lot of people make those already, so I don't think that would be made just because it is the color of the year. Question number 6. What trends in eyeshadow palettes do you see coming in 2019? That's tough. I don't know what I really see coming. I mean, obviously I have things that I would like to see coming, but I really do think that we'll see a lot more color shifting shadows. I think that would be awesome. I would love to see those more in palettes, not just duochromes, but triple chromes as well. Even if it doesn't have to be like a whole palette full of them, but even just one shadow in a palette would be great. I also have a feeling that we'll be seeing at least one neon palette coming out in the next year. I know there's been a lot of neon pigments released lately, and I feel like the trend is going in that direction and that a lot of people are interested in neons, but that they don't want to buy the pigments. Because I'm definitely like that. If I saw a good neon palette, I would be so all over that. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I don't even care if it's Kat 1D. Obviously, you guys know I don't care what brand it is, but if Kat 1D comes out with one, I'll be jumping on it. So yeah, I really hope that we see a neon palette this year, and I have a feeling that it might come. I also think that brands are going to be focusing a lot more on better color stories. I know I said all these in the video of things I would like to see more of in 2019, but I really feel like that's the direction that we're going in. A lot of indie brands have already caught on to this and have been doing really well. So I really hope that the mainstream brands kind of catch up, because I can't remember last time I bought something from like a very well-known brand, like eyeshadow palette wise. Mostly I just buy indie brands now because they're so much more exciting. Question number 7. What trends or products do you see growing in popularity in 2019? I feel like we're definitely moving away from the like very structured everything base makeup. I don't think we'll be seeing too much like contouring products, and it seems like the brow trends are kind of moving more towards feathery brows. So anything that's like too structured, I don't think we'll be seeing too much of that. I don't know if that really has anything to do with products, but it's definitely a trend. And also it feels like people are moving away from liquid lipsticks, which makes me kind of sad because I like them still, even though they dry my lips out and sometimes they look kind of crazy, but I still like them and I feel like I'll keep liking them for a long time. So I'm personally a little sad about that, but I do like the gloss trend that's going on. I would like to see way more lip glosses. I love them. I also think that we'll be seeing way more of like single eyeshadows, especially like glittery eyeshadows. I think that's going to become a trend as well. I don't know why, I just have a feeling that there's been so much kind of coming out lately, you know, even from like Hourglass, Marc Jacobs, Natasha Denona, like the little pots. And I feel like other brands are maybe going to jump on that wagon as well and come up with like singles in crazy shades and stuff. Like that would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Question number 8. What trends or products do you see lessening in popularity in 2019? This is hard. I don't really know what to answer on this one. The only thing that kind of comes to mind would be glittery highlighters. I feel like people are going to be sick of those pretty fast, and I feel like we're going to go back to more like wet looking highlights. Could be wrong, I don't really know, but I feel like there's been such a hype over glittery highlights now that people are going to start looking for something else, and that hype is going to die down, because honestly it really doesn't look that good, especially in real life. In my opinion, personally, I feel like it looks way better on camera than it looks on people in real life, but you know, everyone has different preferences and that's just my opinion. I don't think I have any other answers to the last 2 questions. I mean, those are really hard and I'm not very good at predicting the future, so I'm gonna leave that up to people who might have better ideas because I don't really know. Question number 9. What, if any, celebrity or influencer do you predict will come out with their own line in 2019? Now, I've said this before, but I honestly don't really care about famous people. I don't follow a lot of celebrities at all. I'm not super into music. I'm not super into movies and actresses and gossip magazines and any of that stuff really. So I don't have any that I want to or care if comes out with a line. Now, I do have a feeling that COTY is going to come out with some makeup next year, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, I guess she already has a line, so that doesn't really count. Other than that, I don't really know. Question number 10. What did you learn during your 2018 makeup life that you will bring into 2019? Just to be fearless and to keep experimenting with makeup, like I said in question number 1. I feel like I've come such a long way since I started. Even just since I started my channel, not even just the beginning of the year. I mean, honestly, last year, around this time, I was not that good at makeup. I mean, I was okay, but in the past 2 years, I've literally changed up everything in the way that I do my makeup, and I feel like I've improved so much. So I don't know, I just want to keep improving, and I'm just happy to have gotten to where I am today, and that is mostly thanks to YouTube, because I don't think I would have learned really anything if it wasn't for YouTube, because there's so much good information out there. There are so many incredible artists, and I also feel like one thing that I've learned is that I am better than I give myself credit for. I feel like a lot of the time I don't know if I'll be able to, you know, recreate a look or like do something a little crazy, and then when I try it, it usually comes out pretty good. So you know, maybe I need to just give myself a little bit more credit because a lot of people seem to like what I do, so maybe I'm not that bad, I don't know. But all I know is I want to continue to have fun with makeup in 2019, and that's really all there is to it. So I hope you enjoy this tag. If you want to do this tag and you have a channel, please go ahead. I'm not going to tag anybody down in the comments because who's going to really see that anyway, you know? So if you have a channel you want to tag, go ahead. Also check out Alexandria, her channel is great. I think you would really like her. So that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!